Hello, how's it going, everybody? Welcome. It looks like we're already having some drop frame issues. How's it going? This is a super sickly edition of On the Block podcast. I'm coming super loud.
You got sick for you've been sick for a while. You got sick at Reality Rally.
Yeah, I think I've got the super Ebola. Yeah, I think I got sick. I was feeling kind of sick before I came.
You think you got like bit by like some desert spider or something?
Yeah, some Zika mosquito. Yeah, I think I got sick before I left because I was feeling it. I was even telling Jess, but then I think I got double sick from Sarah. Also had some sort of like throat garbage. So then, yeah. But then when I came back, I just worked and fucking everyone in Minnesota was buying fucking cold and flu remedies. Like, the fucking weather change here is so fucking drastic. It just goes from cold to hot, and it fucks up everyone.
Yeah.
So I'm fucking out of the game.
I don't know if you remember last year, about this time, and shit, I guess it might have been later in the year. It might not even be that time yet. But I got, like, just because of allergies and allergens and pollen and shit in the air, I like lost my voice. And I was all fucked up for like months. It felt like it was terrible.
Yeah, so, that shit will mess you up good.
And that's the first time it's ever messed me up like that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So before I just sneezed and that kind of stuff, it was the first time I was like, "Ugh, it choked me up bad."
Another,
but anyway,
another great little story though is when I got back.
Yeah.
Jess got home. Actually, she was out of town, and she was like, "Oh, was there a dent always in your car?" And I was like, "Oh, a dent in my car." So then I fucking went and looked, and sure enough, it's a fucking big old fucking welt in my car, and I just about fucking went ballistic because it's just like, man, when it rains fucking needles, it pours knives. It's fucking, I don't know, I was fucking pissed, and I just went on a rant about this fucking uptown, crunchy granola fucking hipster-ass motherfuckers, all about saving the world and all this bullshit, but can't even fucking leave a note just to say, hey, I fucking ran into you, like, oh, piss me off. Everyone's about saving the world, and, oh, let's work together, team.
What's working together have to do is writing yourselves out?
Well, you could have at least said, like, hey, I'm not going to write my name down or anything. Like, fucking, do you think I would have even fucking, like, okay, it would have been more of a hassle for my ass to fucking write up some bullshit.
I'll give you this. I would say, if they'd left a note that said, sorry for being a dick.
Yeah.
That'd have been better.
That would have been better. Even if they wrote their name down, I wouldn't have tried to reach out to try to get some money off of them or no shit. I would have been like, man, let bygones be like, just thanks that you at least fucking did that. Like, it's a fucking Vincent Vega fucking, you don't mess with another man's car. Like, you don't fuck with another man's vehicle.
That's true. It's true.
Come on. Come on.
I mean, if you accidentally hit somebody and nobody's around and you fucking speed
then
off.
No.
I would.
Yeah. Fucking it. Jesus Christ. Goddamn like savages. Fucking, that's what's wrong with this world. If everyone says it's millennials and all this bullshit, it's fucking it's just like not being fucking accountable.
I absolutely agree with that, McCray. So, did you want to talk about Reality Rally at all?
No, fucking, I held myself accountable. I went home and cut myself. Like, no, you have no idea. I'm still miserable. I'm still half depressed about that. Like, it's fucking. I'm not fucking. I'm sick. Like, I'm not fucking around.
I want to give big shout outs to. Hey, baby, will you go get a picture off the thing?
What kind of picture?
Do that. I want to talk about the picture. Oh, look at that! Yes. Okay, Max and Korean and Alec and Peter signed it, and we signed it. This is part of our Patreon stuff. Something there might be one on the thing. But Craig showing his. I said for the test. I put a postcard. I put a stamp on it and treated it like a postcard. Just wrote a note on the back.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm gonna do. Whenever I mail it out, I'm just gonna write like a thank you and mail. No, show your address, dude.
They didn't see it. Whatever. If you guys want to send me stuff, it may have been your address actually. I don't know. Oh yeah.
So you can send me stuff, but just checks, make them out to Spencer Clausen. But But no, anyway, so that's the Patreon thing. So please go to the Patreon. We'll put that link in the description below. Here is what it is, and this is what they look like signed. And anyway,
Yeah, they look
we
good.
have a couple for the Survivor with All the Vixen fans. We've got a couple that Randy Bailey has signed. It'll be
Super
thrown in
sweet.
there.
Super
So
sweet.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
huge.
So absolutely, he does Randy's rant on there, which is always hilarious. It was awesome getting to meet him.
Yeah,
It was
that was
great
big.
hanging out with John and Arlie as always. Love these guys. Mike Holloway.
We've definitely secured Randy for BB18, and just a little have Randy on for a recap of some Big Red 18 because he's like
he's a brother fan. So
he's a better version of someone that's in the community that is generally perceived as a fucking royal dick. Like he's like the better version of that person.
oh man, his highlight reel is unbelievable.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he's hysterical. If you haven't seen him on Survivor Gabon,
Check out like some of his clips because he's a
Randy
fucking
Bailey.
legend.
He is
Total
awesome.
legend.
But,
We met a lot of fucking cool people. There's too many to shout out. I still got to fucking go through just like every Twitter shout out of all the people, just because. It was fun hanging out with everyone. It was a good cause. Everyone check out Reality
Thanks
Rally's
all the
confirmed
volunteers.
for next
I want
year.
to thank our my handler Lisa. She was nice.
Lisa's fucking literally
Lily
keeps
Jillian.
me sane.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Lily and Jillian. Really, they make this whole thing
Anyway,
go.
and thank you all the people that contributed
Donated.
donated to help us get there and to be able to represent BB15 at a good cause. And we repped well. It was awesome. Good times. So anyway, all right, let's kind of get into it a little bit. As of right now, there's a little bit of back and forth game to talk about. One thing to mention about feeds today is that there was some tension between Tim and Cass. Tim may have even like joked that he put Cass up, and that didn't sit well with her. It's kind of possibly been some exposure about Cassandra's deals with everybody in the house, and that's obviously.
She's on.
I mean, that's that type of exposure is exactly what killed Mitch. So people are trying to kind of compare notes on her and that kind of thing. But with the Pax Bros winning the HOH, that is awesome on a fucking ton of levels. I really do like the Pax Bros. I like them for a sentimental reason, not primarily, but was heavy on that. It's just because I would love to be able to play with like one of my brothers. I think that's incredible. And I think that opportunity is awesome, and so I'm stoked for them for that fact alone. But it also does a couple things. It shows Tim and Jared that they're neither of them are Candace's favorite, as opposed to with the brothers. Okay, so hopefully that won't hurt them in any way, even though it's possible. I mean, the popularity thing hurting them more than the HOH is what I'm saying. But I think that is funny. I think that's probably really going to hurt Tim's ego. It could cause him to turn it up, especially if he gets nominated, which, we are going to just talk about this, that the Pax Bros have talked about putting up the wild cards. Joel confirmed it, and Kelsey told Cassandra earlier today. I think it was earlier today. It might have been yesterday about that. That was the plan, is to put up the wild cards, which obviously is not going to sit well. But they figured they got the votes to keep Tim, so they weren't shook up about it. So that's kind of.
I have a feeling though that they cannot I have a feeling that fucking they have played so fucking let's be afraid of everything, so fucking trigger shy, the Pax Bros. Yeah, I think they've been fucking
Well, they've played the middle completely. Yeah.
To me, it's I think this is almost a fucking even you saw on tonight's episode how he looked like a deer in the headlights. He was like, oh fuck, this could be I don't know if he was expecting this for his game. I don't know if he really wanted it for his game.
Probably honored that Canada voted.
Absolutely. But at the same time, it's do you think he will take a fucking big shot? To me, it's Cassandra's an easy target, and to put her up against Joel, Nikki was talking about, you already know that Nikki's in your corner. That seems like the easiest move. You could go after someone bigger like Tim or whatever, but to me, it's I don't know. If you take out Cassandra, there's still big dogs like Jared left in the house because they don't want to be considered as big dogs. They don't want to be considered as top of the food chain because then they're going to be going out next, So why go after someone like Jared and Tim? Doesn't make any sense.
No, part of the problems, but they were going to be a target this week.
Yeah.
The plans were kind of in action for, the ball was in motion to if anybody got in the HOH, there would have really been a good chance that they would have been persuaded into putting up the PAX Pros. Tim wanted it. He kind of talked to Ramsey about forcing people to actually play the game, forcing people to become involved in the game, that kind of thing. And I Phil's done a good. This is the thing you got to think about with the PAX Pros. They're like Phil's playing for two. That's really quite obvious. You've got to have a really like straightforward. This is what we're doing, brother. Don't don't go one way. Don't go making deals. Don't do shit. Just things like that. Mm-hmm. You've got to have. I mean, like we know that Nick talks too. He talks a lot. Mm-hmm. This week they've both been down. That's one thing. That's one thing that is important to mention is that. Phil feels like he's being picked on kind of a lot. He's taking a lot of shit in the house, and he's taking a lot of it from Tim, and that might influence the nominations this week. So that's an important thing to kind of mention right there. Mm-hmm. But what do you think the most likely of nominations are going to be?
I don't know. I don't know their connection to the house too well. To me, it's easy. To me, it's like, I guess if I'm them, it seems like, again, that's kind of a middle of the road thing is put up Joel, and you have to tell him, dude, the target's not you. You're a perfect, goat, Cassandra, has a chance to take herself off. I don't know. I think that Cassandra's a good one because she's loud. She's not much of a focal point, but she's this nebulous off of there's a bunch of main heads in the house, kind of Jared's a main head in the house. It's Tim and Cassandra are kind of tight and scary. I think that's why Nikki's afraid of them too. Nikki wants Tim to herself. Cassandra seems like one where it's if you pull that Jenga piece, the whole tower won't fall on top of you, but that tower's still going to be sturdy enough where you're still going to have some pieces to pick from. Coming up without it, toppling, I guess is how I put it. I don't know.
No, absolutely. I don't disagree with that at all. I do think that what the PAX Bros, what I kind of see them doing is playing their middle position. They cut a lot of shit about being attached with making a deal with Maddie and Ramsey, okay, for not being the renom. So I think that's why he told Nikki during the live show that he was going to go after Maddie. I think that was probably just to show some separation from that, so that it doesn't look like there's a deal. I don't think he'd ever say, anybody else's name just because of that in his position of the game right now. And I do think that Maddie and Ramsey would probably be the nominations. There's an awesome chance that, I think better than most chance that Maddie and Ramsey are going to go up. It'll keep Cassandra, Tim. It'll see if they can work their magic. And Jared, Kelsey, maybe they can make deals with those two powers. It'll want them to, because I think that Phil's going to want them to stay in the middle after this HOH, and that's the best way to do it, is the middle as he perceives it. Yeah. Even though there's a lot more crossover, and when somebody takes that shot at Jared, which possibly will come up, in the near future, and even if the PAX Bros decide to do some backdoor move and get him out, or go straight after him and get him out, you're going to put Kelsey and Cassandra in cahoots. You're going to, that's going to be a game talking, strategizing machine, and it's going to be really interesting if that gets any kind of traction. I mean,
how strong is Kelsey? Honestly, pretty much from these last two episodes, they've painted the third wheel as the fucking Three Stooges, essentially. These are fucking probably the dumbest players possibly ever. I don't know. You can smell the recruit off them, which there's nothing wrong with. But the fact is,
wonderful. It's
exactly. But from this last episode, the veto one yesterday, it was oh my god, you guys are fucking stupid. With Raul being let's give it to Jared, that whole business, insanity.
Yeah, I agree.
Stupid. And then fucking and then on this one, them getting mad at Raul for trying to play his own game, I don't and then Kelsey going off when Cassandra's trying to talk to him. It just seems like these are three ticking time bombs because they all are just fucking screwing shit up. Jared throwing 2 hissy fits in a row now, we've seen on these 2 episodes. Straight up, Jared, I thought, I had so much faith in Jared. But, after seeing this, it's this dude's playing so emotionally. dude, get your head out of your ass and like let's get it together. And then with Kelsey with that huge blow up, sure, Cassandra and Kelsey together are probably going to be like a formidable opponents, but at the same time it's like there's one weak link there. I mean, Cassandra like has a game sense about her, even if she is like semi a recruit, she definitely is a one that has a mind for the game, whereas not many others do.
She does, absolutely. She's been compared to Amanda quite a bit.
Yeah.
By people online. And like I see it, I think Amanda was a little bit more aggressive or assertive, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But Cassandra's definitely doing everything, and she played a good, decent like social game up this week.
Yeah,
and you got to give her that. She made it clear she was struggling and making efforts on the feed. She's like social game.
Yeah. I don't know how great that move was today, though, or like on this episode where she like swung the HOH door open. It was like, I'm listening. Where it's like, to me, it'd be like, why would you even try to do that? Like,
it's just obnoxious stuff. She knew the score. She knew he was going home. Oh, hey, she did do good, and Tim also was jury management galore during the goodbye messages.
See, but I was thinking about that, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I'm so over that almost, where it's like, I want to, but I guess it doesn't work because I was thinking, like, what if you went in there and were just like, I'm going to rip you told everyone in the house, like, I'm going to rip everyone an asshole in die rooms, even when it's jury, but then it's like, you automatically think that they're lying. Because it's like, to me, it's like, I'm so sick of this. Like, I want to see someone fucking go in there and just tear people up, even though it's jury. Yeah. But to me, when I fucking went in there, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to kiss everyone's ass all the way. Yeah. I'll figure out a way to fucking like your ass. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, let's talk about this Tim and Cassandra beef a little bit, if there's a problem. Do you think that Tim would campaign to get Cassandra up and do the Cassandra Joel thing? Do you think there's a chance that would happen? I think that would. The only way I think that would possibly happen, those nominations would happen, is if Tim gave it his blessing at this point, and was actually forcing that. And the thing is also depending on who you listen to. I mean, they're playing in the middle. They're going to make, if they make the wrong noms, they're choosing a side, even if they're not. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like, it's not really if you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. That's a Canadian band, right?
Yeah,
but it's not. It's not quite that situation. But if you put up somebody's enemy, then you're putting up. Then it makes you their ally, especially at this point in the game. So, all right, well, hey, let's put in the comments what you think this is a good HOH, if this is going to be ultimately good for the bros, and if you think what nominations you think they should put up and why in the comments. Also, make sure you subscribe and
more importantly, Patreon. Everyone, make sure you get your signed, sweet little postcards with a little something from Spencer on the back, maybe.
All right.
But you're supporting us. You're getting a little cool thing. There's a limited amount. We only have 60 in stock. These things are flying off the shelf. You can hear the bang, 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 bang. Yeah, exactly. These things they're hot ticket item. Yeah, we have a limited amount, and there's only even fewer that are signed by Randy. So if you, let's support On the Block. It really helps all of us to do a bunch of fun, cool stuff, and it keeps this thing going. It keeps me alive. It keeps me out in the middle of the streets, trying to end it all. So please,
out from under the overpasses.
Yeah, exactly. So please help us keep the lights on here. And we just want to say thank you for always supporting us everywhere I go now. Or I'm trying to do more Reddit stuff, trying to be on Reddit more. But yeah, every once in a while I'll see someone talking about On the Block, or I'll see a hashtag OTB or whatever the fuck in their profiles. It's like, that makes my day, guys. So we really appreciate it. Yeah. Tell your friends and keep the OTB hype train alive.
That's right. And if you're new to the show, please subscribe. And we've got, Max's podcast with Corinne, Survivor with All the Fixing, comes out basically every Sunday evening. And then Shield Show is done every Monday. Yep. So you can find those both on iTunes, SoundCloud, and our YouTube.
Yep. All 3 great podcasts in one great place, On the Block Network on iTunes.
Please support your local podcasters.
Yeah, or your regional or your national podcasters. All right, thanks everybody. Let's fucking end this sucker.
Later.
We appreciate it, and we'll see you guys next time on The Block. Bye-bye.
Bye.